It is 6:36. New information for you now. The Minnesota police officer who shot and killed Philando Castile, and really the whole Dallas community deals with this gut-wrenching situation, and the grieving stretches. Following some breaking news out of Minnesota this morning, at least 6 officers are injured after a massive protest shuts down a portion of a major highway in St. Paul. This video just really captures the mayhem of the protest. Just look at all of that colored smoke, officers wearing riot gear. Smith walked across this intersection at Jefferson and Holmes on his way to work every day for the past 15 years, Friday becoming his last walk when he was struck and killed by an alleged drunk driver. This isn't Stephen's first time in trouble with the law. His criminal history, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages long. Wondering where I am? Well, I am right here. Good morning. Are you guys awake yet? A reminder from Sheriff Gentry this morning, this is not a game. Look at this map. It shows all of the terror around the world since June 12th, and you can see most of the attacks concentrated right here in Europe, the Middle East, a few down in Africa as well. And if we take a look over here to the United States, around the country and Canada, and if we take a closer look, zoom in near Alabama, you can see there are no-kill shelters in Alabama or surrounding states. New this morning, just 1 week after a contestant on The Voice is shot and killed in Orlando, a former contestant of The Voice Mexico dies after being shot in Chicago. Since the Zika virus outbreak began, the biggest concern has been for pregnant women and their unborn babies developing a condition called microcephaly, in which the child is born with an abnormally underdeveloped brain. Yes, let's talk about this.
Helmet. It's beautiful. It looks very ladylike, but at the same time,
As you can see on this map, Vector Control will be out mosquito fogging on streets within Huntsville city limits, but officials say it's still important that you take protecting yourself and your family from mosquitoes into your own hands. Low summer gas prices are good news for travelers, but what if I told you they come with frightening side effects?
Morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. Paradise turns to terror on the Boulevard des Anglais in Nice. Here on Victory Gate Drive, this is the street where police say the kidnapper came running down holding little Kaylee. Let's get a reading of the temperature on this lake right now. Take a look and you can see just how big the hole is. It's about 4 feet down. You can also see some of the damage to the road. Oh my goodness, Courtney. You know, I've had kitchen fever for a little bit and this is not helping. Look at him. Thousands of protesters flood the streets of downtown Atlanta into the early hours of the morning. This video was shot around midnight. This is 360-degree video, so if we just take a look at this, you can see just how dark the sky was during last night's storms as they moved through the area. Take a look behind me. This is at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. You can see it says, "United We Stand, #Orlando." WHNT News 19 is live on the scene of breaking news right now. This is the 800 block of Jordan Lane where Huntsville fire crews are working a house fire. Our crew just arrived on scene within the past 5 minutes or so, so they are working right now to gather the very latest information. As you can see in this picture, it does appear that the home does have some substantial damage there. And right now, the countdown already officially on. Take a look at this. This is on their website. This is the official countdown clock, and you can see 3 hours, 44 minutes and 48 seconds roughly left until that first prize is hidden. It's happening in Lynchburg, not too far from here. Steve, you may want to head up there and check it out. Flower says this is a good reminder that you can't be certain anything you post on the internet will ever really go away forever. Presidential candidates are also weighing in. First, we go to a tweet from Donald Trump. It says prayers and condolences, and Hillary Clinton weighing in as well. She says, "I mourn for the officer." Good morning, Steve and Michelle. That ribbon is set to be cut at 10 o'clock this morning here at Sunny Hereford III Elementary School. And if we take a look, zoom in a little bit more, you can see that construction workers are here this morning. It appears they are putting on the final touches on the building before that ribbon is set to be cut. Meanwhile, the emails keep coming. The U.S. State Department releasing 5 mayhem at the Tour de France. The tool Malarkey used to break into the car to save the child was the heel from his wife's high-heeled shoe. This you gotta see. The Pokeball craze knows no boundaries. After welterweight Michael Venom Page caught his opponent with a knee and knocked him out, he runs to his coach to grab a hat and Pokeball. Then watch this. He rolls it at his opponent, taking Gotta Catch 'em All to a whole new level. Should be interesting to see what happens if he loses.
7-day triple-digit heat.
Yeah, I saw that. I almost fell out of my seat.
Yeah, I know. That's not even the heat.
And topping out her grandmother, yes, her grandmother's car at more than 100 miles per hour. See, nailed it, right?
Yes, great.
All right. When Governor Bentley was elected to office, he promised to reform prisons across Alabama. And that's what he wanted to focus on Thursday during a visit to the Holman Correctional Institute. But the media had a different subject in mind.
I stand behind you, and I put my arms around you, and I put my hands on your breast.
The phone calls between the governor and his advisor, Rebecca Caldwell Mason, now looming over the governor's office. They were allegedly made in 2014, while Bentley was still married to his wife, Diane.
Baby, I love you, okay? I love you, and I know maybe we're in a difficult situation, okay? And unless I make things as normal as possible here, it's going to be hell, okay?
Here was Governor Bentley's response to a crowd of reporters.
I love many members of my staff. In fact, all the members of my staff. Do I love more than I do others? Than I do, some more than others? Absolutely.
Bentley admits making the calls, but denies he and Mason, who resigned Wednesday, were having a physical relationship. On Thursday, the media again eagerly awaiting a response to allegations of sexual misconduct between the governor and his top aide.
I have never had a physical affair with Mrs. Mason. I can assure the people of Alabama that as their governor, I have never done anything illegal.
Mason is a married mother of 3, some 30 years younger than the governor. A broken marriage now just the beginning of Bentley's woes. WHNT News 19 has learned he's the subject of state and federal investigations to find out whether he used state resources to conceal the relationship. Our news partners at AL.com reporting Governor Bentley purchased multiple cell phones last year at a local Best Buy, so-called burner phones that could be used and easily discarded. We asked him about that as well Thursday.
They're not disposable. We don't have flip phones, disposable cell phones. That was all just a rumor. I don't know who came up with that.
Fellow Republican State Representative Ed Henry tells me he plans to file impeachment articles against the governor. I'm Alexandra Carter for CBS News.